Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sriraj Melith back with another video. This is the chapter 2 of our JavaScript series for React beginners. In this chapter we will be discussing about functions in JavaScript. So functions is very important in JavaScript. Using functions we can perform a lot of tasks in JavaScript which can be repeated any number of times. So only one time we need to write the code. The function in JavaScript is actually a block of code that perform a certain task or function. The importance of function is actually we can define it once and it can be run any number of times. So that is the importance of function. We can avoid repetition of code and we can reuse a function defined any number of times. So let's quickly learn how to write functions in JavaScript. The function basically have two things. One is function definition and function call. In modern JavaScript, a function can be written in many ways. So here we gonna look one way of writing a function. So basically we need a function keyword to write a function. So this is a keyword, that's why it's getting indicated in blue color, like console, like the var let const that we saw in the previous video. Function is another reserved keyword in JavaScript. And after the function keyword, which is a reserved keyword, we need to give the name of the function. For example, print name is the function that I am going to define. Then I have to write a parenthesis. This comes along with the name. And next we have to open the block using curly bracket. And the block will be closed like this. We have a function keyword, a function name followed by parenthesis, and then followed by a block opening and block closing using the curly bracket. So inside this we write the block of code. So this is basically the block, and inside the block we write the code. For example, if I want this is a function to print the name, so I am going to define the content of the function like let name is equal to, I am writing my name, and below that in the next line I am going to print the name, console.log of name. So what I did is, like inside the function definition, so this is actually the function definition. We have function keyword, function name, and in the block of code I am writing like I am defining a variable using let name equal to Sriraj. Since it's a string, I am wrapping it in quotes. So earlier in the chapter 1 of JavaScript series, I have explained about declaring a variable, printing the variable. So same thing we did here. I just declared a variable called name with having a value my name in double quotes since it's a string, and below that I am printing the variable using console.log of name. And now the definition part is complete. The function print name function is completed. So below that I can call the function like print name. This is a function, I am calling the function here. Okay, the same name I have used and followed by the parenthesis. So now the function we have defined above is called at line number 10. Okay, so I am commenting this line number 1, that's not required for now. I am just running the function. Bingo, you can see the output as Sriraj. So the function is executed. I am actually calling the function here. Now the function is getting executed. What is the execution? Line number 6 and line number 7 is the functionality happening inside the function, or it is the block of code inside the function. This is the block, and line number 6 and 7 will be executed when we call the function in line number 10. So I can repeat this step any number of times. I am just copying, and below that I am pasting it, pasting using Ctrl V. I can paste any number of times. Then you see what's the difference. You can see the function executed 4 times here. So 4 times my name is getting printed here. This is how a basic function in JavaScript work. So you can just try out with your name. You can just print out your name like this, or you can try out printing your address inside the function and make the function call. Then you can get output like this. Similarly, we can perform calculations, etc. I will write another function that's performing calculation. So for that I am writing a function. The function is called addition. Inside the addition I can define a variable let a is equal to 10, and I am defining another variable let b is equal to 200. Okay, and below that I am consoling the sum of this, console.log of a plus b. So now I defined a function and I am just running the function. It's not giving any output. Why? Because I haven't called this function. I have only defined this function, but in order to execute I need to call the function. So here I have to call the function by addition and parenthesis. Then if I run, you will see the output 210. This lines of codes got executed and we get the output 210. If I want to repeat the same execution, I can just paste and call the function again. See, now you can see the function is executed twice. So this is how easily we can write a simple function in JavaScript, and you can try out similarly addition, subtraction, multiplication kind of things. You can just try out writing these kind of basic functions and just learn how to write a simple function in JavaScript. In the next chapter we will cover more detail about functions, about executing function with parameters. Like here right now, here we defined the values manually, like we are defining a and b manually, but we can also do the same for any values that the user wants. Like user can pass any value, like inside the parenthesis we can pass new values like 100 or 1000. We can pass any values and do the calculation. And more JavaScript videos are coming on the way. Do like, share and subscribe. This is Sriraj Melath signing off.